Welcome to the AV on Data and Business Analytics. The show is presented by Jitendra Tomar, an academician and corporate consultant, and is designed at JT Design Studio. Let's proceed with the topic.
In a world that is just overflowing with information, how do businesses actually find the signal in all that noise? Well, that's the big question at the very heart of business analytics. And today, we're going to go on a journey to figure it out together.
Think about it. Every single click, every sale, every customer interaction, it's all a little breadcrumb of data. And all those breadcrumbs, they build up into this massive, ever-growing mountain of information. But is it a treasure map, or is it just a big old pile of rocks? The key, really, is learning how to read it.
So why is everybody talking about analytics right now? What's changed? How did this go from being some niche, nerdy discipline to something that every modern business absolutely has to have? Let's dig in.
Well, there's been this quiet revolution happening in boardrooms everywhere. We've totally shifted from, I think this will work, to the data shows this will work. It's not that gut feelings are gone, not at all, but now they have to be backed up by some hard evidence. And this isn't just a trend, you know? It's pretty much the new standard, and it's all being driven by this perfect storm of technology and business demand.
It really boils down to three big things all happening at once. First, we are just swimming in data from every source you can possibly imagine. Second, we finally have the computing power to actually process all of it, like in the blink of an eye. And third, businesses are basically in an arms race for insights, because they know that the company with the best data usually wins.
All right, so every good explorer needs a map and a compass, right? In our world, in business analytics, our data is the terrain. It's the landscape we're charting. And our models, those are the tools we use to navigate it. Let's break down what that really means.
Okay, think of it this way. Over on the left, you've got the raw, untamed wilderness of your data. All the information is there, but it's messy, it's hard to make sense of. Then on the right, you have the model. That's your map. It charts a course right through that wilderness, and it shows you the best path to get where you want to go.
And here's the thing. Not all data is created equal. On one side, you've got your structured data. That's the neat and tidy stuff, the rows and columns you see in a spreadsheet. But on the other side, you've got this messy, chaotic, but often way more insightful world of unstructured data. We're talking customer emails, social media comments, videos. The real magic happens when you can make sense of both.
So now that we've got our tools in hand, it's time to start the climb. See, analytics isn't just one thing. It's a journey with three pretty distinct stages, and each one takes us to a higher and higher vantage point.
Our first stop on this journey is called descriptive analytics. This is all about looking in the rearview mirror and asking one really simple but powerful question. What happened?
Exactly. Just think of it as the rearview mirror for your business. Descriptive analytics uses all your historical data to show you exactly where you've been. It gives you this crystal clear picture of the road you've traveled so far. This is the world of all those dashboards and reports you probably see every day. Did we hit our sales goals this quarter? Which marketing campaign actually drove the most traffic to the website? These are the kinds of questions descriptive analytics is built to answer. And trust me, this is the bedrock. Everything else is built right on top of this.
Okay, but just looking in the rearview mirror is only half the story, right? The real power comes when you start to look ahead. And that's where we get into the realm of predictive analytics. This is where we shift our focus from what happened to what will happen.
This is where we start using our map to see what's just over the next hill. Predictive analytics takes all those patterns from your past data and uses them to make really educated guesses about the future. Now, it's not a crystal ball. It can't tell you the lottery numbers, but it's the next best thing. It shows you what's most likely to happen next.
And this is the shift from just being reactive to being proactive. I mean, imagine knowing which of your customers are about to leave before they actually do, or being able to predict a huge spike in demand before it hits. That's the power of predictive analytics. It lets you make smarter decisions by giving you a peek at what's on the horizon. But what if your GPS didn't just show you the traffic jam up ahead, but it also told you the absolute best route to take to avoid it? Well, that's the final and most powerful stage of our journey, prescriptive analytics. It doesn't just predict the future, it gives you the playbook to win it.
This is where analytics basically becomes your co-pilot. If predictive analytics shows you three possible routes, prescriptive analytics runs the numbers on all of them and says, hey, take this one. It's the fastest. It's like having a data-driven strategy consultant on call 24/7. You actually see this in action every single day. When Netflix suggests a show that you end up absolutely loving, that's prescriptive analytics. When a food delivery app finds the fastest possible route to your door, yep, that's prescriptive analytics. It's all about using data to make the best possible decision, often automatically.
Okay, so we know the theory, but how does this stuff actually work in the real world? What are the concrete steps a business has to take to go from a pile of raw data to these game-changing insights? Let's map out the plan.
It's really a four-stage process, and you can't skip any of them. First, you've got to collect the right data. Then comes the really hard part, cleaning and preparing it. Honestly, this is where most of the work happens. After that, you can build and test your models to make sure they're accurate. And finally, you have to actually deploy them into the real world and keep a close eye on them to make sure they're delivering results.
But the journey doesn't end there. In fact, the landscape of analytics is changing faster than ever before. So what's next? What's just over the horizon for all of this?
We're seeing three huge trends taking shape right now. First, AI is making analytics way smarter and more automated. Second, real-time data is letting businesses make decisions in the moment, not, a week after the fact. And third, and this is a big one, there's a critical conversation happening around data ethics and privacy. How do we use all this incredible power responsibly? So, as we wrap up our little journey here, we're left with a really profound question. We are building these incredibly powerful tools that can see the future and recommend the best course of action. The challenge ahead isn't just about making these tools smarter. It's about making sure that we use them wisely. It's not just about what the data says. It's about what we, as people, choose to do with it.